Alright, hey YouTube, this is Taylorcus again. Still trying to look for that stupid achievement on One For All. Not successful. I'm literally starting from my heroes as low as possible. Been going from Tomura Shigaraki all the way up. I just got done with Tailman there, working on Mina Ashido right now. I've already done Todoroki and Bakugo for quite a while. So then after her, gonna be going after Mineta, Kirishima, and in all honesty, I've really already done most of the other people. So it's kind of weird. I guess before I move on, getting up there, rank 2. Still got a little bit of ways to pass my Alliance teammate there, Reds, just a little bit, but I'm climbing. Meanwhile, he's not focusing on Hawks anyway, so it's more or less just not good enough. But anyway, I have a little bit of thoughts. One, super hyped for the next thing of events, because it seems as though with the hint that they're giving out, obviously we're going to get the next set of the Lunar New Year events, outfits for like Uraraka, Midoriya, Todoroki, etc., etc. You can still spend the $25, I guess, if you want to, for Tokuyami and Momo Yaoyorozu. I spent it for the Birdman because I prefer him. He's one of my favorite characters in the beginning anyway. Whether or not I end up having enough money, as I've been trying to save, whether I'll get stuff for Momo or not, still debatable. I'll probably be holding on to it though, just because it's really not that necessary. Doesn't do a whole lot. It's what, the 1% and 1%. So it's a little bit of BP, but in all honesty, I'm not going to fret over it too much. But if you're looking at this screen right now, you're looking at the fact that we're going to have the rerun of, my guess is Aizawa, although it does say teachers with the apostrophe after the S, so it could be a double banner for both Aizawa and All Might, or it could be a huge typo, which, of course, we've seen many typos, and not that I am an English major or grammar Nazi, it does bug me whenever I see really obvious mess-ups. So, could be, or it could be a double banner and they planned it that way to be like, haha, you didn't catch it. Who knows? It's the devs anyway. But then we have keep your earphones plugged in for some brand new content next week. My guess is they're going to have a battle pass for Jiro. That I'm very excited for. Many of us have been hoping for someone like Jiro and Present Mike. I mean, we've all seen some of the leaked data from certain people like Sensei Gogo and JP Variety and other YouTubers, some that have stayed more on top of it. But I'm thinking that it's more leaning towards Jiro because it would just be the next one for Class 1A. And President Mike, although he's in the works, I don't think that he is as prioritized right now. So I think it's going to be Jiro in the Battle Pass along with Aizawa's banner. Or they could stagger it a little bit, like give him a 1 week and then do the Battle Pass after that. I'm not entirely sure. But that's what we're seeing right now. So we're definitely going to be getting a new character one way or the other. Hopefully it's not just going to be a new character and then weeks of nothing again, because that's going to eventually kill this game. I mean, it's gotten really close already. You got people that are getting really tired of not getting new content. That being said, I mean, like, I got to 66 and immediately closed out the title for that. The other part of this video is this next game. The one that came out, Ultra Impact. I'm going to swap over to it real quick. I have problems with it, in my opinion. And if If you love this game and you think that it's so great because of how much content it has and everything, good on you. You keep playing it, you give it the support that you think it deserves, go right ahead. Me, I actually got my main character that I like from the series. I got Hawks. But if you're looking up at my top left and you see the fact that I have 992, and we go to my gifts, and you see the fact that I've got a ton of stamina, I could have stamina for days. Now, a lot of you can. That's just kind of how this game works to start off the bat. But in all honesty, to me, this game, and you've seen, if you've looked at my channel over I don't know how long I've actually been doing stuff. It's just been off and on. I'm not a serious YouTuber. But I played Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, and this game is in every way worse than that one, in my opinion. Love My Hero Academia. I think it's great that there's a version like Opera Omnia, but to me it just takes everything that Opera Omnia had that was bad and kept it. And I loved Opera Omnia. I spent too much time on it, so I stopped playing it. And I didn't do any videos after. I think I only did one video, actually, and just played it for the most part. Because I didn't plan on doing anything. I just wanted to help people know how to level up their stuff so that they'd be able to do it efficiently. Anyway, besides that, this game, okay, the ups, they've got tons of content, tons of character, and in all honesty, I guess easy ways to, it's very free to play friendly. That's good. I haven't gone far enough to do any of the PvP, like the tower and everything, so I don't really know any of that. But I will say this. One thing that I really, really hate is the fact that there's just so much right off the bat. You can easily get overwhelmed by how much there is, and there's very little explanation. And rather than giving it to you in let you get used to a mode and then introduce another one, it's like, here's a mode, you complete a little bit, here's a mode, here you complete a little bit, here's a mode, and so on and so forth, to where you have so much, you have 900 something stamina, and you have all these modes that you have to cover, and it's like, dude, I don't have all the time for this. I don't want to figure out what I need to be prioritizing. I want to get everything situated so I know what it does for me, get familiar with it, and then move on to the next thing. That's what Opera Omnia did really well. You had the time to go through your story, go to the different things of getting the specific crystals and leveling up your certain characters when you needed to prioritize them, prioritizing the events whenever they were available. It seemed very balanced. This game is let's just flood all this information to people, and hopefully they'll just stick to the game. That's what they were hoping. It's the exact opposite of The Strongest Hero, where unfortunately the Strongest Hero has very little content, but the quality of the game, the game style, the art, the modes minus, the recent thing of Apex is kind of a big flop because all of the servers are virtually dead, so no one actually gets to do the cross-server content except for the ones that were near the beginning who are so invested anyway. But that game's so great, but the devs aren't super invested to keep it afloat well enough. And so there's a huge frustration between the players and the devs. Then this game is so overly chibi. Okay, I said, played Opera Omnia. It was kind of chibi characters, but it wasn't so chibi that it was overtly done. This game has super chibi, in my opinion, where the heads and the hands and stuff like that are just too big and awkward. I don't like it. Also, the recruiting system. If you have 10 tickets, like the silver ones, you still have to spend the 500 jewels or whatever to do the multi-ticket. which is super dumb. Now with Opera Omnia, all you had were like the diamonds and stuff, so you just saved those up to spend for the multi. So that's one thing. But if you're going to have a dual currency system, don't make it to where you have to spend the premier if you're willing to save up the one that you can collect over time. If you're willing to save that, you give that to the players to where they're willing to save, so let them have that opportunity to be rewarded for it. But this game doesn't do it, and I really hate that. The other thing is it takes the other aspect of turn-based, where it doesn't explain everything outright. A lot of people just want to auto, and it seems like they just want to throw the same type of enemy at you. So like if you decided to, for instance, go hogs, they send a whole bunch of strength units at you for a really long time. So if you have those speed units with or intelligence units, I guess, the green, it's losing to the reds, so it has the disadvantage there, which is really dumb. Not only that, but you can't, with Opera Omnia, you had the ability to literally go for the character you wanted. Now, you had to, for their certain abilities and things to upgrade them, you had to go to certain lengths to get their weapons and armor and whatnot. That's fine. But with this, it's all 100% gacha. You can't 100% get guaranteed for that. You can, like what I've done, I got three Nejiris, or Nejirays from the event, and I can't get the memory because I have to keep going and have to spend money to have enough jewels in order to get to the pity in order to reach getting that memory. And I don't want to do that. That's too much work, there's too much money involved, and that aspect is not free to play. So it's like it takes the worst versions of gacha with all of the huge content, but everything's up for grabs. So that's kind of why I don't like this game, and that it's just, I don't know, it's awkwardly paced, it doesn't explain a whole lot, and completely overwhelms you. So if you have the same opinion I do, then, I guess give this a thumbs up. And if you completely disagree and just absolutely like this because of how much content there is, then I'd say just keep supporting it. Play the games that you like. I mean, that's kind of what I do anyway. I played this for a little while to just give it a shot. I said I would, and I don't like it. I said it earlier, it's a worse version of Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. That game was so good, I spent way too much time on it. That's why I deleted it and stopped playing, because it was kind of interfering with things, and I tend to get addicted to certain things. So, that being said, that's where I'm at with things and my thoughts of this game. And I have huge hopes for the next wave of Strongest Hero. I hope that it picks up. I really hope that the devs are going to step up to the plate and really do what they need to do to keep this game afloat. And if they're not willing to do what some of the other YouTubers are saying, sell it, let somebody else take the reins, and do what you gotta do. And let Ashido just keep dancing here. Let her do what she needs to. So with that being said, guys, maybe I'll post another video, hopefully not as long as this, but I'll be explaining maybe a few things. Maybe I'll go over like the crystal exchange system, and what you should be looking out for, and going over a brief overview of that with the BP and whatnot. That being said, guys, I hope you guys have a good day. Please like and subscribe if you want to keep this going. I can't promise anything about how regular I'll be with my content, but I hope that you guys will continue to benefit from what I do give you, and I'll try to hit whatever questions and things you have in the comments below. That being said, I'll talk to you guys next time.